All right, let's talk about Costco. We've all been there, right? The giant warehouses, the massive packs of toilet paper, that legendary hot dog deal. But what if I told you that underneath all of that is one of the most brilliant and, frankly, unbreakable business strategies out there? Well, today we're going to pull it apart and see what makes it tick.
And that really is the million-dollar question. I mean, think about it. The retail world is an absolute bloodbath. Giants rise and fall all the time. So how in the world did Costco not only survive, but build this empire that seems totally untouchable? The answer is probably not what you're thinking.
So first, we have to understand what I call the Costco anomaly. To really get Costco, you have to realize that they're not just playing the game better than everyone else, they're playing a completely different game altogether. They thrive by breaking all the traditional rules of retail.
And a huge part of this anomaly is who's actually driving their business. Just look at this. Costco's executive members, their top tier, make up a minority of their total member count, but they account for a gigantic, way out of proportion slice of total sales. This tells you something crucial. Costco isn't just a store for everybody. It's a machine that is perfectly built to serve its most loyal, highest-spending fans.
So how does it protect this machine? That brings us right to the idea of Fortress Costco and its economic moat. You can think of any great business like a castle. And what's the most important part of a castle's defense? It's not the height of the walls, it's the width of the moat around it. So an economic moat, in business terms, is a durable, long-term advantage that keeps your competitors from eating your lunch. We're not talking about a good sales quarter or one popular product. We're talking about a structural defense, something that can last for decades. And nobody knows more about moats than Warren Buffett. He famously said that the real key to investing is figuring out a company's competitive advantage and, most importantly, how long that advantage is going to last. And let me tell you, Costco's moat is one of the widest and deepest you will ever find. And here it is. This is the absolute heart of it. Costco isn't really a retail company. You have to get that in your head. It is a membership club that happens to sell things. That annual fee, that's the moat. It creates this powerful inertia that locks customers in and fuels this incredible cycle of loyalty.
Get a load of this number, $5.6 billion. That's what they bring in from membership fees alone. And here's the kicker, that is almost pure profit. See, Costco doesn't really need to make money on the stuff it sells. The membership fee is the engine of the entire business.
And that engine is ridiculously reliable. A jaw-dropping 90.5% of members around the world willingly pay up to renew year after year. That's not just customer satisfaction, that's something else entirely. It's a deep, structural bond that rivals just can't seem to figure out how to break. Okay, so you have this incredibly loyal base of members. What do you do with it? Well, you create a powerful, self-reinforcing system. Let's talk about the low-price flywheel, which is just this beautiful concept where growth relentlessly creates even more growth. It works like this. Step 1, Costco uses all that membership money to guarantee the absolute lowest prices. That value, in turn, attracts more people to sign up. Step 2, a bigger membership base means Costco has more scale, more negotiating power with suppliers. They get better deals. Step 3, they take those savings and what do? They pass them directly back to the members in the form of even lower prices. This, of course, makes the members even more loyal, they tell their friends, and the wheel just keeps spinning, faster and faster with every turn. And this is just so smart. It shows you their whole philosophy in a nutshell. Costco's primary goal isn't to squeeze a big profit out of a jar of mayonnaise. Nope. Their goal is to pack so much insane value into the shopping experience that paying that $60 or $120 fee every year feels like the best deal you've ever made. The real profit is the membership.
And their private label brand, Kirkland Signature, is a huge piece of this puzzle. It now makes up a full third of their sales. By creating their own high-quality products, they cut out the middleman, control the quality, and keep costs at rock bottom. It's like pouring high-octane fuel directly into that flywheel.
So all of this brings us to a really profound strategic idea, which is that Costco isn't trying to be better than its rivals, it's just trying to be different. And that, my friends, is the essence of true strategy.
The great strategy thinker Michael Porter made this crucial distinction. On one hand, you have operational effectiveness. That's basically everyone running the same race, just trying to be a little bit faster, a little more efficient. On the other hand, you have strategic positioning. And that's about choosing to run a completely different race altogether. Costco isn't trying to out-Walmart Walmart. It built its own racetrack.
Porter said it best. The only way to really win long-term is to be different in a way that others can't easily copy. Anybody can copy an efficient supply chain eventually. It is much, much harder to copy an entire interlocking system of different choices. And you can see those different choices laid out so clearly here. A typical retailer lives and dies on product markups. Costco lives on membership fees. A typical store offers you endless, overwhelming choice. Costco offers you a brutally curated selection of what they think is best. These aren't small adjustments. These are fundamental trade-offs that create a business model that is truly unique.
So, what's the big takeaway from all this? Well, it's about playing the long game. It's about seeing a business not as a snapshot in time, but as a story that's constantly unfolding.
Buffett once again gives us the perfect way to think about this. He said, a business is like a movie, not a photograph. Costco's success didn't just happen. It's a movie that's been playing for decades, and every single strategic choice every year has been another scene that deepens the moat and makes that flywheel spin even faster.
So when you boil it all down, the lessons from the Costco playbook are incredibly powerful. Build a defense, a moat, not just a cool product. Create a system where your success feeds itself. Don't compete to be the best. Compete to be unique. Understand that real strategy is about what you choose not to do. And above all, play the long game.
And that leaves us with one final question to chew on. If Costco built one of the greatest business moats of the last 50 years, who's building the next one? Look around you. Look for those flywheels, those unique models, those companies that are playing a different game, because that's where you'll find the fortresses of the future.